So how does it feel to be on the
It's a great feeling, to get notified to be one of the best players in the country to play, and it's a blessing to be blessed with the talent and everything, and I'm just gonna stay humble about it and just keep working.
That's good. I saw you do the Gator job. Have you made your commit yet, or are you still undecided?
I just like to do it. That's my #1 school, so I rep it with them.
Okay.
What about Florida makes them your #1 school at this point in time?
When I took my visit this summer, I kind of felt the coach's vibe, and I saw how the players and the coaches bond together, and I did a lot of background check on Florida on what they have that I want to major in. And, I think it was sports management I seen that they have, and those one of those things I want to major in. And, it's just a great school overall, and I like how they get after people when they're down. They don't quit. Everybody head held high, and it's just a great school overall.
Yeah, does their success this year, does that kind of help the fact that you're #1? I mean, or does that just...
I don't want to put it as, they're my #1 because they're winning. It's just, they have a great coaching staff, great players, and, Jawan Taylor, he's like my best friend. We talked about Florida a lot, and, more than likely I'm going to take an official to Florida.
Do you know when that'll be?
No, sir.
Have you said, or do you know which 5 schools get officials at this point? Have you said anything like that up yet?
No, sir. I haven't even talked to my coach about it.
Sure. Is the top 8 from 2 weeks ago, is that still the same right now, do you think?
Yes, sir.
Alabama, I think, was #4 in that list. What would a school like Alabama have to do to get closer to the top or anything like that? Or what's your relationship with those guys right now?
It isn't nothing. Coach Smart, one of those guys who's been recruiting me since I was in the 9th grade, and he's a great coach. We developed a great relationship, and I feel like he's one of those guys I can go to and talk about anything. And Coach Smart, a great coach, one of the best defensive coordinators in the game, and there's nothing against Bama. Or Bama was one of those schools I grew up rooting for. They're one of my favorite schools. Like, that's who I rooted for when I was younger, and I just put them as my #4 because I have relationships with Ole Miss and LSU also.
Yeah, I guess Ole Miss and LSU are 2 and 3 in that order. What about Ole Miss and LSU? Just tell me a little briefly about those 2 schools. What stands out?
Ole Miss, Coach Hugh Freeze, he took a visit here I think it was last year, and we sat down and we talked about a lot of things, and he's one of those great head coaches in the game, and I feel like he can help me develop a player and as a student in the classroom, and prepare me for life after football, and I feel like he's one of those great coaches that'll help you do all the good things.
Okay. You said you think Florida will get an official visit. Do you know which other schools might get an official visit at this point?
I'm going to try to take an official to Oregon and USC.
Oregon, USC. Okay. Are you still hoping for a signing day decision, or do you think there's something? Do you think you'd make it before then?
I'm going to wait to signing day.
Okay.
I've actually heard that you said that you've been looking at it academically speaking, and you heard that you really like Florida has. Do you know what you want to do in sports management, or do you have any idea?
No, sir, I really haven't looked into it yet, but I want to major in sports management or either photography.